Gotta start over. What up, everybody? How's it going? Back at it again. Itsu here. Um, this is going to be a little bit different. I'm recording off of a different thing, and I'm not currently streaming, which I normally stream everything I do. But with the new Kingdom Hearts thing, I am uploading a lot of stuff and constantly busy on making videos and editing right now, so I want to continue pumping out content, and I want to keep posting things on YouTube because I want to do that, and I feel like it's going to help me, and the more I do, the better, right? So I don't know how the quality is going to be on this. I don't know how my voice is going to be on this. This is really just a test run. Feedback is appreciated, and it is NASCAR, so but I like NASCAR. If you don't want to watch it, I don't want to watch it. I'm going to do the content I love, and I'm going to just do it. There's going to be plenty of Square Enix stuff, plenty of everything there is to see that is awesome on my channel, and then there's going to be NASCAR, which I believe is awesome too. So if you want to come and watch NASCAR, come and watch NASCAR. If you want to watch other things, go watch other things. I have it all. I am a person who can do everything. So let's get right into this. We are going to be bringing you every single race from here on out of my NASCAR career. We are not yet in the Monster Energy Cup Series. We are currently in the hot seat, it says. I did complete the hot seats last year in the last season for the Cup Series, but I decided to skip it because I have not completed the Xfinity Series yet, and I wanted to make it realistic. I need to be the Xfinity Series champion. I need to have enough experience to become a Cup driver. So we skipped the Cup and are doing Xfinity again, and I'm going to bring you every single Xfinity race. I am struggling. It is hard. It is definitely a pain in the ass. I know this is season 7, and if you're jumping in and watching me on season 7, you're like, what the hell is going on? I'll try to do the best I can to explain. Sorry for the long intro. Here are the settings right now. It is on 7% before the truck series, because I'm also doing the truck series for funish, kind of like for money as well. So I jump it down to 7% for the truck series because I don't want to like spend my time on the truck series. It's kind of like I'm doing a Kyle Busch thing, and I'm just racing in the truck series for fun. And in this case, I'm racing the truck series for extra money, so maybe I could have more money to upgrade my cars for Xfinity Series and have money to create a team for the Cup, because it costs $4.5 million to make a Cup team. If you can see it over there, it's a lot of money. So this is the Xfinity Series, and I play on 25%, 4 times normal for the Xfinity Series 3-stage races. I like to do 50%, but in this case, if I did 50% for every single race, I would never, ever, ever make it to the Cup Series, so 25% is the way I'm going. And I'm not going to show truck races, because truck races are just 7%, and who cares, and it's just for money, and I could win every single race if I wanted to. Maybe not every single race, but I could win 80% of the races in the truck series, so it's not very entertaining to see. Real quick, before we go into Daytona for the very beginning of this season of the Xfinity Series, I will show you my cars. I am at 95, 90, 90 as the highest I can be. It's a real struggle. It costs a lot of money. As you can see, $2.4 million to get to 100, $1.2 million to get to 95. It is a struggle. I only have 4 chassis because look at how much money everything costs. Like $925,000 to get another chassis. I do need to eventually pick up a road course chassis. I will get there one day, not today, but we're going to go to Daytona with the 95, 90, 90 car, and we will do well. Doubt I will win, but we will do well. I will show you my employees and stuff too, I guess, real quick and all that. So I have 10 10s, 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 and then 115 for the engine because my engine is a 95. So that's how things are done, and let's get into it. Let's go to the race, and yeah, so bear with me on this first attempt. I don't even know if this is going to work. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to upload this because I am pumping out content as fast as I can because I want to. And I want to start actually doing something. So I hope you guys enjoy. Here we go, the Daytona International Speedway. The Powers Shares 300 QQQ at Daytona in the Xfinity Series, the first race of the season, Season 7 of my career mode. Last year I did the Xfinity Series and it was awful. I pretty much finished in the bottom 35 every single race, besides a couple races. And at the end of the race I started becoming a little bit competitive. Never a race winning car, even though I did win at Dover. But it was a really lucky win. I was maybe a top 15 car. But hey, a win is a win, right? Here we go. We're going to go off into qualifying here at Daytona. And this is my first time looking at this car for the Xfinity Series. I decided to pick a different sponsor than I did last year. I liked my car last year. It was a red and blue car. The black tires, shield looking car. This time we are doing the Diabetes sponsor, Lily Diabetes. It's a nice little pretty car. I think I like it. I don't know the colors. I might actually look them up and then I'll change the paint scheme. But this is what I normally run, like a green-blue paint scheme. Sorry, I was trying to show off the car a little bit there. Look at that. In the turn, a little show off the car. Sorry. I'm not good at controlling my car while I change the camera view. I normally don't change the camera view. I just race and look in my mirror. See, but it is a nice, pretty car. I like it. Don't know if the rest of people will like it, but I hope you guys enjoy this beautiful car of mine. Again, it might change in the next episode. I might go and look up what the colors of the Lily Diabetes is and then revolve it around that. I really like the paint scheme, like the design they gave me. It's a real nice, cool looking design. And from the back of the car while you're racing, you get to see the blue, the green, the white, the whole shebang. So it's really nice to look at from behind. And it's even nice to look from the side. Look at that swirl. It just looks real good. Here we go, coming for the qualifying lap. Just trying to talk and be entertaining during the qualifying session because I know it's a little boring. And I'm not going to cut anything because I don't like to do cuts when I edit. I mean, not because I'm lazy, but because I like raw footage, and so I want to upload raw footage, and that's what I'm doing. So here's my raw footage of the Xfinity Series Daytona 300 QQ. They need to put in the Daytona Duel and stuff in this game. That'd be fantastic. Who knows? Maybe it is. We just don't know because they haven't made it to the Cup Series, which I doubt it is. Let's see if my 95, 90, 90 car is good enough to get us a decent qualifying position. I doubt it. It won't be dead last, but it was near dead last. So, hey, we tried. We did it. Here we are, going in with Elliott Sadler, I think I saw, starting on the pole. We are 36th position here at Powers Share 300 QQ at Daytona. Let's go. Here we go. Let's figure out what we got. We have Ryan Preece posted the fast laps in practice. This is Daytona. Everyone can pass fast. Post fast laps in practice. And Elliott Sadler is the pole winner, like I said. Starting next to us is not a good sign. We have Dylan Lupton. I did not show you guys my reputations. I do have a couple rivals in this game. Dylan Lupton being one of them. I have Dylan Lupton, Carl Long, and Stephen Light. Those are my rivals. I do have a couple friends as well, but I thought it'd be more interesting to throw in some rivals, and I really dislike Dylan Lupton. I don't really have anything against Carl Long. I don't like Dylan Lupton. I think JJ Yearly is also my rival. I also don't like JJ Yearly. So those are my rivals. Stefan Light kind of just got thrown in it, and now I don't like Stefan Light because he's an asshole. But I didn't have a problem with him beforehand. And here we are at Daytona, staying in the top lane because I started in the top lane. Don't really have anything else to do. I can maybe shove Carl Long out, but I feel like if I try to shove Carl Long to the top lane, I am going to be in a lot of trouble because he's going to come down on me and push me into some other cars. And we don't want that here at the start of the race. I want to see if I can maybe sneak. Nope. Rip. There we go. There's our first crash here at Daytona. It's kind of a good thing. We'll actually take it. It wasn't a bad crash. We'll go in and get these repairs done. Yeah. I kind of am a little upset about that, just a tiny bit, because I want to be up on the front for stage points. It's going to be really hard to do that. It's going to be really hard to do anything here. And Dylan Lupton is starting in the back with us. Look at this rival system. Bro, chill out. You are going to ruin this race for all of us if you don't chill out, man. Come on, dude. Stop it. You're going to ruin the race, man. Plate racing with rivals is not fun. I can't move. I'm literally stuck. Go, Dylan. Please. Alright, maybe if we get in line here and go in a 3-car train, maybe we could get something to luckily happen. But the stage is going to be over next race. Next lap. This is going to be frustrating. Plate racing with rivals is no fun. This is the start of the season. I wanted to be competitive this season and maybe win the championship. Not getting stage points here in stage 1 of the Daytona race is not a good start. But who knows? There's a lot of race left. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize. How's everyone's day going? It should be a better stage 2. I made a dumb move there on trying to go on the inside of Dylan Lupton and getting in front of Josh Bleeky, but I thought maybe possibly... Actually, well, what happened in my mind is I didn't realize Dylan Lupton was right there to my side. I didn't realize it. So that was my fault. Everyone's going into the pit. You know, I could be smart here and not pit. You know, that would be the smartest thing to do. You know what? Or, you know what? What I'll do is I'll pit. And I'll take no tires. I know I don't even need a pit. But I don't want to jump the whole field. See, okay, I'm in 15th. I didn't want to jump the whole field. Like, I like to make passes. I didn't want to jump the whole field, but I didn't want to be stuck in the back. And this is getting me into stage point territory. So this is absolutely perfect. Again, I apologize if you wanted to see me come from the back to the front. I just thought it was going to be troublesome with rivals. You kind of got to do that here in stage racing. My rivals are backmarker teams because all last year I was a backmarker team. So they shouldn't be a problem up here in the front. Here we go, running this train on the bottom. We got a mad push here going on here with Harvick. He might be a little upset with me because of this push. But he's going to go to the outside. So we're going to come up here to our person that I also dislike. I hate Hunter Nemechek. I hate baby Nemechek. Like, I don't know if I would hate him in real life, but I swear every single race, Nemechek is always like a problem. Nemechek just likes to be in my way and cause issues. And here we are to the inside of Nemechek making a pass here. See what I mean? Like, he has room. Go up. Why do you have to come down on me, bro? Like, I just feel like he has a vendetta against the user player. Because even my friend Sean, who I play this game with constantly, has a problem with Nemechek. He's always causing problems. And here we go. We're going to probably shoot up this inside of Allgaier here. We got to get enough run. Good job. We actually might win this race. Our car might be good enough to win this race. Here we go with Miller. I can pull up the stuff here for here. Vinny Miller here. There is Smithley on our outside. How you doing today, Smithley? Garrett Smithley. We're going to just push these guys in as much as we can until we can get to the next part. We actually don't care about making any more big moves. This is only stage 2. I'm perfectly fine with just sticking it down here on the bottom and chilling behind people. Miller is going to go to the outside and give us the room. We're going to hook up with Truex here. Hopefully it's enough to pull us through. He's getting a hell of a run on Coleslaw Cluster, but Miller sneaks back in and takes second place from us, which will be second place as long as we get a good enough run. If our car is good enough, this is indicating that our car might not be good enough for the win. As Ryan Sieg is getting to my quarter panel and side-drafting me and causing me a little bit of issues. But here we go. We're going to take third place off of this guy here, Mr. Cole Cluster. There must have been a huge wreck in the back. Alright, so there's a huge wreck. Truex gets an upsetting stage win. And that was stage 2 of the Daytona race in Xfinity. We're going to we're going to take our tires, and this is going to be our last time we take tires here at Daytona. No more tire taking. We are on the bottom lane. This is actually the best we could have possibly got it. We're going to get right underneath here, and we're going to push Truex to victory. That is the goal. We're going to leave Vinny Miller behind and push Truex to victory. If Truex doesn't leave us, and he's not, we're going to get a huge push here with Truex. We might be too far off of the pack, but actually I think we'll be just fine. Give Truex these big pushes. Vinny is going to look to the outside. We're going to make sure he stays in line. And we're going to get a single file final stage race going here with a good, wow, I don't even know how many laps that is right now. I can't do math when I'm trying to pay attention. And look at that big old run Truex has on us. That is not good. If we can't stick to his bumper, we are definitely not winning this race. This is definitely looking like a second or third place finish for us here at Daytona, which is perfectly fine. 16 laps to go in the race. 16 laps, and we have 10 laps in fuel. There definitely will be a pit stop at some point. We will no longer be taking tires, so we're not having to worry about that. As you saw, I made it quite easy from 15th to this position here, second place. So it wasn't really that much that you missed from the back. It just, I bypassed all my rivals and decided to say hi to Truex pretty early. We can easily hold 1-2 though, and defend here. Defend first and second place. So me and Truex, I could have Truex lead every single lap and probably run a real nice, safe race. But the problem is, I probably can't make a pass on Truex, is what I'm saying. I can't pass Truex. There could be maybe, at some point, I might have a shot or one shot to make a pass. There's Jeff Green behind us as well. He was a rival last season, but I patched things up with Jeff. I don't want him to be a rival. He's just an old man, just like Carl Long, but me and Carl Long have some history. With Jeff Green, I want to be nice with him. I don't need to have 5 rivals. Let me tell you, having 3 rivals, having 2 rivals is a pain in the ass. So having 5 rivals is definitely not fun. So we're patching things up here with Jeff Green. Hopefully everyone is happy with us at the end of this race. I know it's a plate race, and you tend to make enemies at plate races because bump drafting in this game doesn't like register as bump drafting. It just registers as you punting them in the back and them getting pissed off at you. It's just frustrating, but it's a mechanic. You deal with it. You move on. You live life. Jeff Green looking to the inside. Gonna throw a small little block there. That's also scary because of the situation with our car. It is just not fast enough to pull away with Truex. I think in this game, one of the small problems that they have is that if you're good at plate racing and you have a setup, which I currently do, if I didn't have a setup, I would not be running up here. If you're good at plate racing, you can push somebody and definitely pull away from the rest of the pack. Maybe not by a huge margin, but if you're good enough and have a steady hand, you can pull away from the pack quite easily with a fully maxed out car. And we can't quite do that here. Also, I don't have a very steady hand, so that could be affecting it as well. If I was playing on my steering wheel, which I should be playing on my steering wheel, but I'm not, I would probably have better success, but that is not the case. So we're running here with Truex with a little bit of car jerkiness, as you see there. I try to keep it steady as I can, but with the car being as sort of loose as it is, I don't want to hold it the way I hold it during 1.5 mile ovals. On speedways, I'm pretty good at holding that white or yellow line and making it smooth. But on plate tracks, it's a bit different because you're running such high tire pressures and such low shocks. So it's a bit different. But here we go, giving Truex another bump here, just riding it nice and safe. A little boring race, to be honest. I apologize, but it's still plate racing. People enjoy this, even if you're in the front. And I'm certainly enjoying it. It's nice. I like my Daytona races. I like my Talladega races. Ooh, sorry. Had to cut this boy Jeff Green off right there. He was getting a little bit too antsy. And look at him, he doesn't really have any push. The only reason why he's able to make stuff happen like that, get these runs, is just because of my crappy turning and lack of steady hand, and my lack of actual raw pace in my car. My car is just not fast enough to push Truex as far as we need to go. I'm still not a race-winning car. I am a competitive top 15, maybe 10 car, but I am not a race-winning car. I am not a top 5 car by all means. Daytona and Talladega and plate racing is a bit different just because of you can do things like this and just be good, and as long as you're good, you can hold the top. But that doesn't work on speedways, as you shall see when we go to Atlanta in the next video. It is a hell of a time, and I have no idea how that's going to go running a decent chassis, because I love Atlanta, and I really hope I get a top 5 finish at Atlanta, just because I'm so good at Atlanta, and I really think I have a chance of getting a top 5. I really doubt my car is good enough to get the win, but with my expertise at Atlanta and with having a decent car, the top 5 is definitely in the mix. And Truex getting a bit of a nice little lead here on Sir Jeff Green. Just nice. Just nice. I'll take it. We're coming to 2 laps on fuel. I didn't realize we were at that point. So we got to be careful. We definitely got to be careful next lap because Truex might pit. I wish this game would let you know when someone's going to pit, but it really just doesn't. Like, I guess if he goes to the inside here, he might be pitting. I don't think he's going to pit. I think Jeff Green's going to pit, but I don't know if Truex is going to pit. I can't tell if Truex is going to pit. He might. He might pit, so we have to watch this as we come out of this corner. Definitely for sure Green is going to pit. I don't know if Truex is going to pit. It doesn't look like Truex is going to pit. And Jeff decides to not pit even though he ran that bottom lane. I'm about to get freight trained, and this is looking real bad. That was upsetting. So we're going to pit with the whole field as Daniel Hemrick pulls in front along with Kaz Grala. And this is going to be a clusterfuck because Hemrick is going to be on the outside here. This is going to be real bad. I'm going to get real inside here.
You're clear. The lead car is finished. Car outside. Car outside.
I get a decent.
Slow down, please. We need fuel. Let's pit.
There we go. So we're going to take a half can, no tires. 1.5 cans, no tires, no repairs. Our tires are pretty worn, but that should be not a problem. It was a decent entry. I could have probably done better, but I don't know if I wanted to come out in first place. I still might come out in first place. It's a 10.4 second pit stop. Holy crap, that's a long time. Like I said, still might come out here in first place when we come out of the pits. No, we did not. There is the squad. We came out in front of Brandon Jones here. They are just monstering it down that field. Holy crap. This might not be a top 5 finish here at Daytona. Just because of green flag pit stops. It is really hard to beat these guys on green flag pit stops, especially when your car is not up to par. So we're going to hopefully be able to get in here with Brandon Jones, but he just takes off. Brandon Jones just takes off. We don't want to let Cole Custer ruin our race by diving at the bottom here. That was the scary part, is he looked like he was going to dive me and try to ruin our race here. If we could just barely get the draft of Truex, we will be saved. If we could just barely get the draft of Truex, which I think we do, and this should be a lifesaver. We are in the top 5 position, which is wonderful. We will take it, and I guarantee you it will be a decent finish. We will at least get, from the look of it, we'll at least get 4th place. We're in the draft of Truex. Truex is getting underneath Sir Brandon Jones. We will hook up with our drafting partner Truex once again. And with my twitchy hand, Brandon Jones wants to come to the inside, but I'm not going to let him. You left me, Jones. You left me. So now I'm going to leave you. And me and Truex are going to take home 3rd and 4th here. We got 4 laps to go. I don't know what Grala and the other homie did. They must have took 1 can of fuel and just got out, which makes sense. But my question to them was, oh man, I had a block. I had to. That was very risky. I'm sorry, Cole, but that was rude of you. If you want to win this race, Cole, hook up with us and let's go catch these boys. It's Jeff Green. Jeff Green does not deserve a 2nd place finish. Come on now. He doesn't. He's the backmarkered squad. He doesn't get this. This is the first time I've had green flag pit stops actually go through and hasn't been ramped up by a yellow yet. So this is very awesome. Good experience here with green flag pit stops at Daytona at this Xfinity race. A nice, fun race, as long as Cole Custer doesn't get this Morocco's run without a push, I might mention. We are gaining on them because I think they're fighting, as they should, for the lead. There's just 2 cars for the lead. They should be fighting. But this is looking good. We might actually steal a win or a 2nd place here. Again, I don't think I have the car power to get to 1st place around Truex. Maybe on the last lap. I think if I tried, it'd be ruined. And I don't think we have enough time. I don't think we have enough time to catch these guys. So it's probably going to be a 4th place finish here for us. There's not enough time to catch Jeff Green and Kaz Gurala in 1st place. Don't think there's enough time. There's only one more lap to go. We are definitely right there, though. Like, they are right there. It's in our grasp. If there was probably one more lap, we could probably catch them and get into their draft and slingshot by them. But in this case, there's no cigar. It's not going to happen. Come on, Cluster. Do not ruin this. We're not coming in 1st place. I guess we could fight here. Cluster. If you want to fight, we could fight. But we're not catching Jeff. We're not catching Rala. They're still a second ahead, and in plate time, that's a long way away. I gave Truex his final boost through the corner. Oh, game glitch. 704 games, please. And honestly, again, I don't think I'm going to be able to do anything about Truex. As I said, if we had one more lap, we might have caught them. Probably needed 2 laps, but Grala is going to lock himself in the playoffs. Yes, it looks like Grala is going to lock himself in the playoffs. A back marker guy winning the Daytona 500. He's probably a midfield team. So good for him. Good for Grala with that victory. We come in 4th place. We'll take it. It's the money that matters. 4th place is going to get us a good amount of money. Ryan Truex wins some stages and doesn't win the race. That's usually what happens here at Daytona. I think he was the only... No, Ryan Sieg ran the 1st stage and finished in 34th. Tough break for him. But Kaz Grala wins the race. Jeff Green 2nd place. What a race by Jeff Green. Fantastic for him. Bad luck for Matt Tiff, JJ Yaley, all of them down there in the back, and Ty Dillon, who big time DNF'd. $482,000 from winning this race. Thought I'd get a little bit more. I guess winning the race is such a big deal that they give you a lot more money. But we'll take it. $482,000 plus the $50,000 from merch payout. Fantastic. We're 3rd place in the standings. What a start. Truex with his stage win and stage points topples the leaderboard. And yeah, there we go. 3rd place. Cole Cluster in 2nd, because he must have placed very well in the first 2 stages, because he's up by 7 points. And I finished 3rd, I think, in the 2nd stage. So I got 8 stage points in the 2nd stage. Most laps led by Ryan Truex while we pushed him the entire time. Where we couldn't push you to victory. I apologize, Truex. Maybe next time. And that is the Power Shares 300 QQ at Daytona. Awesome job, everyone. Thanks for watching. And I'm not going to go in and show you my cars for the next race, because the next race is a truck race at Atlanta. So, again, I'm not going to show those races. It's truck races. They're going to be 7%, and that's going to be the end of it. Again, I will show the rest of this, though. The 4th place finish, money, $550,000 added to the bank, 5,000 fans added, and we got a top 25 there. Glad to see you racing Xfinity again by Joey Gase. Thank you. Appreciate Joey Gase. Love to watch me race. Elliott Sadler is now my friend. Poetry in motion. I like it. Dylan Lupton, go screw yourself. Hated on Dylan Lupton. I know. I mean, like I said, Atlanta is the next race, and gonna do here in the trucks. Don't worry about it. We will see you next time at the Atlanta race for Xfinity Series. And let me know if you like the no webcam thing, because obviously there's no webcam, there's no layout, there's none of that. This is all recorded differently. Let me know. Feedback is appreciated. I had a great time. I love NASCAR. I love this game. This is the greatest game of NASCAR. It's 4 series. It's fantastic. The career mode is so deep and makes you grind. I had a great time. Tune in next time for Atlanta at Xfinity, and let's go win us this championship in Season 7. Maybe, hopefully. Have a great day. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. And adios.